Draw a frequency polygon. So draw a frequency polygon. Draw a frequency polygon. Here for frequency polygon you need the concept of class mark. How we find a class mark? Yes. How we find a class mark? Lower limit plus upper limit divide by 2. Yes. Okay. So for frequency polygon you should find first the class mark. So I am not writing the question. Let me solve this problem. Draw frequency polygon for the following distribution. So let us write the class interval Ci, class interval, then we write class mark. No, this you should write in the notebook. Only that graph we have to plot it on the graph paper. You can write the back side of the graph. Chalo, ठीक, no problem. Class interval, class mark, and then we have frequency. Okay, then we have frequency. Class interval, class mark, and then we have frequency. Frequency is f. So for frequency polygon, first you have to find the class mark. For frequency polygon, first you have to find the class mark. Now class interval 0 to 4, 0 to 4, then 4 to 8, then 8 to 12, 8 to 12, then 12 to 16, then 16 to 20, then 20 to 24, 20 to 24. Okay, now you tell me whether they are continuous. Yes, tell me. Whether class interval is continuous? Yes, see here. The upper limit of one class interval is same as lower limit of next class interval. Upper limit of one class interval is same as lower limit of next class interval. So class intervals are continuous. Okay. Then class mark is given 4, 7, 10, 4, 7. Okay, sorry. Frequency is given 4, then 7, then 10, 4, 7, 10 frequency. 15, 11, 6. 15, 11 and 6. 15, 11, 6. Okay. Now we want to find the class mark. So how we find the class mark? Lower limit plus upper limit, 0 plus 4 divide by 2, that is 2. Then 4 plus 8 divide by 2. Yes, you can directly write, okay. So 8 plus 12, 8 plus divide by 2, that is 10. Then 12 plus 16 divide by 2, 14. Then 16 plus 20 divide by 2, 18. Correct? Then 20 plus 24 divide by 2, that is 20. So these are the class marks. Okay? Now we draw the frequency polygon. So take out the graph paper. Take out the graph paper. Suppose this is my graph paper. You leave one box from downward. You leave one box from downward. You leave one box from left side. Then you draw the line. Leave one box from left side. Draw the vertical line. Leave one box from downward. Leave one box from downward. Okay. So this vertical line is called my y-axis. Vertical line is y-axis. Horizontal line is x-axis. Vertical line is y-axis. Horizontal line is y-axis. And where they meet, that is my O. 0, 0. 0, 0 coordinate or 0. Okay. Where they meet, that is my 0. Now let us decide the scale. On x-axis, I will plot the class interval. Okay, on x-axis, I will plot the class interval. On x-axis, I will plot the class interval. So this frequency polygon we draw. So you write down the bracket using histogram. Using histogram. Using histogram, we draw the frequency polygon. Using histogram, we draw the frequency polygon. In the question, draw frequency polygon using histogram. So this we draw. So whenever it is asked, draw frequency polygon, you are free to use using histogram without using histogram. So let us first learn how to draw this using histogram. So now class intervals are 0 to 4. Class intervals are 0 to 4. Correct? So what class interval you will take? Tell me. Class intervals are 0 to 4. So 0 to 4, then 4 to 8, then take 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter, one box is there, no? That is your 1 centimeter is 4 to 8, 8 to 12, then 12 to 16, 16 to 20, 20 to 24, 20 to 24, okay? 20 to 24. Okay. So what you have to write down the scale, my dear. Scale. On x-axis, 1 centimeter is equal to how many units? Tell me. 1 centimeter, 4 units. Yes. So that scale you have to write. 1 centimeter is equal to 4 units. Okay. Scale is important. Scale carries 1 mark. Always remember. On x-axis, 1 centimeter is equal to 4 units. Now see this frequency table. It is 4, 7, 10, 15, 11, 6. Which is the maximum? Yes. Which is the maximum frequency? 15. So if you take the scale, 1 centimeter is equal to 2 units. 1 centimeter is equal to, don't take 5. If you will take 5, then the graph will be too much small. Okay. And on graph paper we have at least more than 10 boxes. Yes or no? So you take some smaller unit, my dear. If you take 5, then by 15 it will get over here, 3 boxes. Graph will be too much small, not able to clearly visible. So 15 is maximum frequency. So if you take 1 centimeter as 2 units, then after 8 box it will reach to 16. Okay. So we take 2, then 4, then 6, then 8, then 10. No. There is a gap of 1 box only, but 1 centimeter as 2 unit. Okay, 1 box is same as 2 unit. Don't leave 2 boxes. 1 complete box. That will be your 2 unit. Okay. 1 complete box will be 2 unit. How we have done for the class interval? The same thing. 1 box for the class interval, it is 4 unit. 10, then 12, then 14, then 16. 16 is enough because 15 is my maximum frequency. So what you will write on y-axis? On y-axis, yes, what you will write? 2 unit. 1 centimeter is equal to 2 units. So this scale is equally important. Okay. So let us draw this. Chalo. First we draw the histogram. We have already studied what is the histogram. It is a rectangle. Yes, it is a rectangular box which we draw on the class interval. Now first class interval is 0 to 4. First class interval is 0 to 4. 0 to 4, yes. what is my class interval? For 0 to 4, what is my frequency? 4. Frequency is 4. So where is 4? For and this side you should write this class interval, and there you should write vertically frequency. Write down this frequency. Okay. Then 0 to 4 frequency is 4. Where is 4? 4 is there. So you will keep the scale like this. Horizontal. Draw this, and then 0 to 4. You join this. Okay. Then next 0 to 4 frequency is 2. Then next 4 to 8 frequency is 7. Where will be 7? Tell me. Between 6 to 8 there is between 6 to 8 there are 10 small lines. Yes. So fifth line will be my 7. So you keep the scale horizontally. Draw this like this, dotted, and 4 to 8. Then we'll join. We erase this part. Okay. This is 7. Then next 8 to 12, 10. 8 to 12, 10. Where is 10? This is my 10. So what you will do? You will keep the scale like this and draw the dotted line. Yes. Between 6 and 8 there is 7. Draw the dotted line. Then 8 to 12. Keep the scale and draw the vertical line. Then we join this and erase this dotted line. Then 12 to 16 frequency is 15. Where is 15? 14 and 16 there is a 15. So you keep the scale like this and draw the dotted line. Keep the scale like this and draw the dotted line. Okay. Then keep the scale vertically and draw the line. Join this. Then erase this dotted line. Okay. 15. Then 16 to 20. Between 12 and yes, one box you leave. One box you leave from downward, one box from left side. While making the graph in histogram, they will be continuous class interval, my dear. So all the boxes will be attached. Because this is continuous. No, you can see. So whenever class interval are continuous, the histogram will be attached to one another. The rectangular box. Then 16 to 20, it is 11. There will be between 10 to 12 there is small line. So draw the dotted line. Keep the scale like this and draw the dotted line. Then 16 to 20, keep the vertical line. 16 to 20, it is 11. 16 to 20, it is 11. Erase the dotted line. Okay. Then 20 to 24, it is 6. 20 to 24, it is 6. Where is 6? This is my 6. Okay. So draw the dotted line. Keep the scale horizontally and draw the dotted line. 20 to 24, it is 6. And erase this. So this diagram is called my histogram. These rectangular boxes are called histogram. Yes, is it clear? These are called histogram. Then let us take Now to draw the frequency polygon, now we have to plot this class mark on class interval. So class mark is the midpoint of the class interval, yes or no? 0 to 4, the class mark is 2. Where will be 2? Tell me. Between 0 to 4, yes, in the mid of that it will be 2. Yes, so this will be 2. This will be 2. Okay, so we write 2. Then 4 to 8, first you plot the 4 to 8. Yes, 4 to 8, it is 7. Yes. 4 to 8, you have to take 6, yes, class mark. Then 8 to 12, 10. Then 12 to 16, 14. 16 to 20, 18. 20 to 24, 22. Okay. So now draw the class mark. Okay. Now this class mark 0 to 4. This class mark 0 to 4. This class mark 0 to 4. You join to the midpoint. You take the midpoint of that. See, above 2, keep the scale like this. Above 2, keep the scale like this and draw a dot there. Okay, keep the dot. Then keep the scale vertically above 6 and draw the dot there. Then again keep the scale vertically above 10 and draw the dot there. Keep the scale vertically above this and draw the dot there. Keep the scale vertically and draw the dot there. Keep the scale vertically and draw the dot there. Okay? Is it clear? Now you do one thing. You join this dot with the help of the scale. You join this dot with the help of the scale. You join this dot with the help of the scale. You join this dot with the help of the scale. With the help of the scale, you join this dot. But see here, 1 minute. The frequency polygon, this is the rule. The frequency polygon must start from x-axis and it must end at x-axis. Okay? So if you join this. First you join with the help of scale. First you join with the help of the scale, this dotted. With the help of the scale you join this dotted. With the help of the scale you join this dotted. Then, yes, is it clear? But the frequency polygon must start from x-axis and it must end at x-axis. Okay. So what I will do, see, wherever you have written this, to start this frequency polygon from x-axis, I have to take the one more class interval with 0 frequency. I have to take one more class interval with 0 frequency. So what will be that next class interval? Tell me. 0 to minus 4 to 0. Minus 4 to 0, my dear. Minus 4 to 0. This class interval we consider. Minus 4 to 0. And there also we write. Wherever we have written this, there we write minus 4 to 0. Minus 4 to 0. Yes. What will be minus 4 to 0? We take frequency as 0. And what we take the class mark? Tell me. Class mark will be minus 2. Class mark will be minus 2. So if you take one more class interval previous to that, then minus 4 to 0, it is minus 2. Yes. Then this you can join with this. See, see my dear, if I have written this thing in the beginning only, then you would not have understood. So that is why first we arise the need. Why we draw this? Because the rule is frequency polygon must start from x-axis, it must meet at x-axis, end at x-axis. So we have written -4 to 0. Now further problem we will directly do this because we have understood. Now so this meet at x-axis, okay. Now to end this frequency polygon at x-axis, again it should end at x-axis. What I will do? At the end I will take one more class interval. Yes. At the end I will take one more class interval with frequency 0. So that is 24 to 28. I will take frequency 0, and what will be class mark? Class mark will be 26. Yes, so I will take one more class interval, 24 to 28, and class mark will be 26. So now I will join this frequency polygon to 26 because frequency is 0. Frequency is 0, yes. Frequency is 0. So what is this, you remember? Frequency polygon must start from x-axis. To start the frequency polygon from x-axis, I will take one previous class interval with 0 frequency. Then the frequency polygon must end at x-axis. At the end I will take one more class interval with 0 frequency. So two additional class interval we have to take. One in the beginning with 0 frequency, another at the end with 0 frequency. Yes? Yes, understood or not? Is it clear? So frequency polygon must start from x-axis, it must end at x-axis. To start at x-axis we have to take the class interval in the beginning with 0 frequency, and at the end we have to take one more class interval with 0 frequency. And this is the graph of frequency polygon using histogram. X and y, yes, this is my y-axis, this is my x-axis. And this scale is important, scale carries 1 mark, my dear. Chalo, ठीक है, let us do. Construct a combined histogram and frequency polygon for the following frequency distribution. Chalo, start. Second, construct a combined histogram. Means same. First you draw the histogram, then you draw the frequency polygon. Yes, do it. Second one, draw a histogram. Because my dear, this class mark, once you find the class mark, then the points of the frequency polygon we take in the mid. Yes, no, you have to take the mid of the frequency, no? And that mid of the frequency you can take by keeping the scale vertically on the class mark. Yes? So, do it second. Draw the graph of histogram and frequency polygon second. Do it second. Draw frequencies. Should I give second one homework, or you will draw? You want to draw? Tell me. Yes. Homework. My dear, if it is homework, then you have to send me on the WhatsApp graph solution. Yes, all of you will send me, then I can give homework. On the WhatsApp you send me the graph. Second is homework, but you have to, everybody has to send me the graph. Take the photograph of that graph and send me. For second one, what is the previous class interval you will take? Previous class interval. -10 to 0. And at the end 60 to 70 with 0 frequency. So let us draw a frequency polygon for the following data. Let us draw a frequency polygon for the following data without using histogram. This was using histogram. So whenever they are non-continuous, let us see how we make it continuous. Third one. Okay, so whenever it is not continuous, you have to make it continuous by finding the adjustment factor. Yes. So write on this. Third one, construct a frequency polygon. We are given class interval. Okay. Class interval. Then frequency. So we find class mark. Class interval. So we find class mark. We find class mark. Then we have frequency. Okay. So let us see without using histogram. So class intervals are not continuous. So how will find the adjustment factor? Yes, tell me. See, it is 10 to 14 and 15 to 19, correct? So yes, upper limit is 14, lower limit is 15. So 14 plus 15. No, 15. 15 minus 14 divide by 2, that is 1 divided by 2, that is 0.5. So my adjustment factor is 0.5. That adjustment factor we subtract from lower limit and we add to upper limit. So first it is 10 to 14. You can directly write. You write down this adjustment factor. Write down somewhere. Adjustment factor. Histogram, because in the question it is given, no? So 10 to 14. So it will be 9.5 to 14.5, yes. Then 15 to 19, 14.5 to 19.5. Then 20 to 24, 19.5 to 24.5. Yes, correct. But again see here, one more thing. The graph should start from x-axis. So that we'll see at the end. You leave one line there. That adjustment I will show at the end. Then 24.5 to 29.5. Then 29.5 to 34.5. We subtract adjustment factor from lower limit. We add adjustment factor to upper limit. Frequency is given 5, 8, 12, 9, 4. 5, 8, 12, 9, 4. Okay. Then how will find the class mark? Tell me. How will find the class mark? Yes. My dear, how will find the class mark? Lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2. 14 plus 9, 23, 24. This is 12. Yes. Tell me. 14 plus 19, 30, 34. This is 17. 19 plus 24 is 43, 44. This is 22. Then 27. Then 32. Okay. This is 32. So you take one class interval before this. Yes. What is that class interval you will take before this? Tell me. Yes. My dear, you take one class interval before this. हाँ हाँ 4.5 to 9.5. Yes, difference of 5. 4.5 to 9.5. Frequency 0. Class mark will be 7. Okay. Then you take one more 34.5 to 39.5. Frequency 0, and this will be 37. So draw this x-axis, y-axis, x-axis and y-axis. Draw it fast. So leave one box. This is my x-axis, y-axis, and this is origin. You can leave two box or one box. 4.5 to 9.5. Yes. So 4.5 to 9.5. So this is 0 to 4.5, 0 to 4.5, 4.5 to 9.5, then 9.5 to 14.5, then 14.5 to 19.5, 19.5 to 24.5, okay, 24.5 to 29.5, 29.5 to 34.5, 34.5 to 39.5, okay. Then, so what is the scale? Tell me. What is, okay. What is the scale on x-axis? Yes, on x-axis. 1 centimeter is equal to 5 units. 1 centimeter is equal to 4.5 to 9.5. 5 units. Then, yes. Then on y-axis, what is the maximum frequency? Tell me. Is 12, no? So you can take 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So on y-axis 1 centimeter is equal to 2 units. So draw this. Now we want frequency polygon. Now we want frequency polygon. Okay. Now we want the graph of frequency polygon. So for 4.5 to 9.5, what is the frequency? Tell me. For 4.5 to 9.5, no. What is the frequency, my dear? In between them, what is my class mark? Class mark is 7. Okay, 7. And what is the frequency? 0. So this point you will write, 7, 0. This point you will write 7, 0. Okay. Then, 5 units. That does not matter. You can write this as 4.5. Okay. This 0 you do not show. Chalo, now it is correct. 4.5 to 9.5. 0 you do not show. Okay. Then between 9.5 to 14.5, midpoint is 17. 17, what is the frequency? 8. So where is 8? This is my 8. So you will keep the scale horizontal, and then on 17 you will keep the scale vertical. So where they meet, this is my point 17, 8. 17, 8. Yes. Then next 14.5 to 19.5. 19.5 to, sorry, this is 12, not 17, 12. 12, 8. Then 14.5 to 19.5, 17. What is the frequency? 8. 12 frequency is 5, no? 4 and 6. There is 5. So this will be 12, 5, my dear. 12 comma 5. 12 comma 5. You see the class mark and the frequency. Class mark and the frequency. 17, it is 8. 8 is this side. 17 and 8. This is 17 comma 8. 17 comma 8. Then next 22 comma 12. 22 and 12. This is my 12. This is my 22. Join them. 22 comma 12. Okay. 22 comma 12. Then 27 comma 9. 27 comma 9. Frequency is 9. Between 8 to 10. Between 8 to 10. And this is 22. Okay. This is 22. 22. So this we write 22 comma 9. The next 27 comma 9. 27 comma 9. Okay. 27 comma 9. 27 comma 9. Okay. Then 32 comma 4. 32 comma 4. 4 is this way. 32 comma 4. Okay. There are you are understanding this. Then 37 and 0. So this is my point 37 comma 0. This is my point 37 comma 0. Now join this, you will get the frequency polygon with the help of scale, straight line. 7 to 0, 12 to 5, 12 to 5, 17 to 8, 17 to 8 to 22 to 12, 22 to 12 to 27 to 9, 27 to 9 to 32 to 4, 34 to comma 4 to 37 comma 0. So this is the graph of frequency polygon without using histogram. Without using histogram. Yes. Yes. If it is given draw frequency polygon, then you are free to use. Without using histogram, using histogram. But if it is specified, you have to go according to that. Yes, this is clear. My side it is showing clear. Okay. Now, is it clear now? Histogram. Yes. Today we are having one more 6th period. We will again draw the graph of frequency polygon. Okay. Do 1 page 1 graph. Why 1 page 2 graph? Yes. Now bye everybody.